So, The Last of Us, a new series based off a video game, which I I barely have heard of the game. I'm familiar with the title. That was about it. And when the series came out, I didn't correlate the series to the video game because I just didn't put two and two together. I just thought it was just something else. And based on the title, I kind of figured, okay, well, it sounds like it's like a dystopian future type movie, maybe something going on. And so this review of a is going to be of something that I feel like I'm going to be behind on most people, especially people talking about it. I do feel like a lot of people um, probably have played the game before, or at least familiar with what it's about. But with my unfamiliarity with it, I do have a position of being able to look at the series as just that, just a new TV series, and I'm not having to look back at the game to try and compare or anything. And so far, I would say that it's good. Um, the first episode's like an hour and 10 minutes or something like that, and I feel like there could have been more to it, or it's so tough to judge an entire series and think about it, and then we're really based off just the first episode, because the first episode could be setting up so many things that are hopefully brought up throughout the series as it goes along, and watching the characters build for over an hour, especially with some surprises at the beginning, at least for me. I'm hoping that the rest of the series holds up and builds upon this first episode. And for anyone who does not know, and with my limited knowledge on it, it seems like it's kind of zombies, but then again, I mean, the very beginning of the show kind of tells you what's going on. Apparently, Fun Guy has infected brains and caused people to act deliriously, something like that. We don't know too much about what's going on. Mostly, we're getting the setting. We're getting the characters down. The sides. You got the Fedra, which is basically the kind of like safe zones, places you have to follow the rules. Ran more tyrannically. You see live hangings towards the beginning of the episode. And then you have the outside world, which of course, as any main characters in any series would do, they would want to go to that outside world, and there's where the plot's going to take place anyway. And it does seem like it's, of course, treads familiar territory with other movies in the genre, and how can you not when it's just this type of series? Things have to happen that happen in all, at least once in other series or movies out there. So hopefully it stays fresh. Hopefully it really starts diving deeper into what's going on. As far as the first episode, it could have been maybe a little bit shorter. If it were a movie, this would be like the first 15-20 minutes of the movie. So it really has to build upon what this first episode is doing right now to really make it worth it. I will continue watching it. It's nothing that's been too super exciting for me, and I don't know if you have to watch the game to really get excited about it, or if I'm just kind of a little bit underwhelmed, and or I don't know, but based on the reactions from people online and the scores, I mean, taking a look at IMDb, it's a 9.4, and it's over 90% on Rotten Tomatoes, and based on most of the YouTube reviews so far, it seems like everyone is praising it. I've heard things like perfect being tossed out there about this first episode, and I don't know if that's just their love for the game shining through, because they're at least happy that the first episode is as good as it was, or if it really is this good. I don't think it's that great. It is good. I will, like I said, I'll continue watching it to see if it gets better. But if it doesn't get better and it meanders like some series out there have done, then it might be one of those series that I might just not watch. So it'll be interesting to see what happens on each episode that comes out. I do like how it's being released like every Sunday. I think that is good to build a constant communication stream of the series going alive. Whereas, as we've seen with other series in the past, where they might drop all the episodes at once, or sometimes they've been doing with like I know they did this with Ozark, where they did half of the series and then a month later or whatever released the other half of the series, and that to me was just kind of like I don't know, I didn't like that method of doing it, but I do like where it's weekly. It kind of doesn't kind of blow its load on the first shot. It's going to make you think about the series as it goes on, and really get maybe word of mouth out there a little bit more, and get more people watching this, although it seems like everyone's watching it, right? But overall, for those who are not familiar with the game, or may not have heard about this, or don't know too much about it, expect a dystopian type of future / zombie type of series. And you got some good acting from Pedro Pascal, and I do like the actress. What's her name? Bella Ramsey. I thought they were both good. Of course, I can't compare it to the game, and from what I can see, they're fitting the roles nicely. And overall, I would say give it a watch, and if you like it as much as everyone else, great. But you might be let down if you think it's the most perfect thing of all time, because I don't think it's that. But until the next episode, I'll catch you on the next one.